Hey guys, so today we're going to be taking a look and breaking down Evolution Blue Vegeta's Zenkai Awakening. So this is a pretty exciting Zenkai Awakening. The only Zenkai Awakening I can remember where they actually devoted an entire preview teaser trailer for it. So maybe this guy will be something special. We'll see. I'm hoping that, not necessarily he's as good as, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because that was kind of an exception, I think. But, somewhere in between him and some of the other LF Zenkais we've been getting, I think would be a nice addition to his teams. Because he's on some teams that need help. Like, he's on Vegeta Clan, which obviously I think they need help. God Key is not really a team I think that really needs help that much right now, but it would be a nice addition for the team anyway. And then Universe Rep, of course, we know that they've been getting buffs a lot recently. So just a nice next addition to that team. All right, let's go ahead and display his stats here. We'll see what he looks like at 14 stars, fully soul boosted here. All right, so yeah, so here's the thing. I'm not going to pass judgment on this guy so quickly here, because if you go back and look at LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku's post-Zenkai stats, they're actually not that crazy. Like, they're pretty similar to this, actually. They're not that much different. And so I think typically the stat lines are a pretty good indication of how good these characters will be, but that wasn't really the case for the Zenkai Yellow Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So I'm not really going to judge this guy so harshly just yet. Defenses are looking pretty solid. His main offense being the blast of 281. I mean, it's not really at the level I was hoping for. But something else to keep in mind about this character is that he actually does have a pretty good strike stat. I mean, he's more of a blast character, but this guy can technically be built more strike based if you wanted to. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here. I always forget to do this. I'm going to pull up his pre-Zenkai kit in a different window so that I can tell you guys what the difference is between the pre and post Zenkai kit here. All right, so strike is normal, blast is reduce enemy ki by 30. I think this is just a really worthless ability. I always mention this, but the one character where this actually does make a big difference on is the green Zenkai LF Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, because of the fact that not only does he reduce enemy ki, but he also reduces enemy's ki recovery. So they're not instantly recovering back the ki they're losing from this. But in a situation like this, where he's only reducing enemy ki, it's not really going to matter that much. All right, so Final Flash. This is, I believe, the same. Massive damage, nullifies unfavorable element factors for 3 counts, seals enemies' blast cards. Yeah, this is the exact, this did not change whatsoever. Okay, the green card randomly draws 1 new card, restores his own health by 10%, 25% damage inflicted cannot be stacked, cannot be canceled, and then it reduces damage received by 20%. Oh, that's permanent now. Okay. Cannot be stacked, cannot be canceled. So he actually gets a permanent 20% reduced damage received buff on this green card activation. That's not bad. The one thing I would have wanted them to change on this, though, is why is the 25% damage inflicted buff not stackable? Why? That doesn't seem like a very logical thing at this point in the game. But I think that reduced damage received buff being permanent now is pretty good. All right, and then the ultimate is the limit breaking blow. So it looks like the only thing that they changed about this was they actually buffed the sustained damage cut penetration effect from 50% to 60%. That's not really a giant jump. I would say that I would have hoped for it to go to 80% if they're not going to touch the actual ultimate damage itself. But I mean, I guess it's something. They didn't just leave it and not touch it at all. Okay, let's head over to the main ability. So the main ability, let's see. So he draws the Ultimate Arts card, Limit Breaking Blow, 35% HP, so he doesn't actually gain any additional HP there, okay. 20% to Special Move Awakened and Ultimate Damage inflicted by allies for 30 counts, that's the same. Okay, so what they did is they actually gave him an extra 5 counts on the nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover effects. So that was 10 counts, now it's 15 counts. I actually mentioned this in my video yesterday where I was going through his kit and saying what I wanted to see them change for him. This is one of those things. I think 20 would have been ideal, but I'll take 15 because that actually does make a difference, right? This is a character that I think if he does get card draw speed, he will be able to combo for over 10 counts with this up. So I'm glad that they extended that. All right, so Zenkai ability. I mean, we have 3 options here. It's Universe Rep, it's Vegeta Clan, or God Key. I don't think they're going to give him the Yellow Saiyan Zenkai ability just because it's not really a fitting buff for this character. I don't think he doesn't buff Saiyans in his Z ability. I would say that all 3 pretty much have like an equal chance of happening. Vegeta Clan, God Key, or Universe Rep. Based off of the update we received last week with the Trunks, with the buffs to Vegeta and Trunks, I would say this is probably most likely going to be Vegeta Clan just because they want to keep pushing that tag, I think, right now. So God Key, I think, is the best case scenario because that's going to allow him to be the best bench option for the foreseeable future, but let's see. It is Vegeta Clan. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Again, I think God Key would have been the best, technically speaking, but I'm not really that surprised that it's Vegeta Clan. All right, let's see what they did to our boy Evolution Blue Vegeta here. So 90 and 30 are the same. Okay, they did buff this. So applies the following effects to self if own key is 40 or lower after using an arts card. So that goes up from 35 to 40. Now, this was the big thing that I was talking about in my video yesterday, where I was like, if they bump this up at all, this is the biggest buff they could give to this character. I would have liked if it was 50, maybe just 45. If it was just 45, I think it would have been significantly better. 40 is definitely better than 35, though. I'm glad that they touched that. That is good. And then he has the anti-revival mechanic. They did not change the anti-revival mechanic because I don't think it actually needed to be changed. I think it's fine still. Okay, and then the second unique ability is Sparking Power. Applies the following effects itself when changing cover. Destroys one of your own cards and draws a special move arts card next. Activates once. Then he reduces damage received by 20% until combo ends. So this is one of the things I also really wanted them to change, was you just make this 20% damage reduction permanent. Because let's be honest, 30% reduced damage received here is not enough. I'm glad they gave him the permanent buff on the green card effect, but that's still not enough. He still needs more defense. So I would have liked if this was permanent and non-cancelable. So he cover changes once, and then after that, he just gets a permanent non-cancelable 20% reduced damage received. That would have been really, really good. Knocks enemy back to long range, which cover change performed against their blast arts attack. Yep, we know that. And then combo that into the blue card. And then when the enemy changes characters, he draws one card and then gets 20% damage. So they actually buffed this. This was 20% damage for 15 counts. Now it's 20% damage for 20 counts. So it's not a massive, crazy buff, but it's a little better. All right, let's take a look at his new unique abilities here. So Blue Fighting Spirit. So what we're really looking for is card draw speed and just more damage. I think this guy doesn't... I mean, he has the stacking damage here, right, from this effect right here. And then he also has damage when the enemy switches, but I think this guy, like, at this point in the game, when you're a stacking character that takes time to build up like this Vegeta is, you need to have a higher amount of just base damage. Otherwise, it's not really going to entice your opponent to switch, which is what this is supposed to be doing here. So, I mean, we're looking for the classic damage-dealing kit here. Card draw speed, cover null somewhere. I don't know if they're going to give him that because they ended up buffing this, which is probably indicative he's not going to get cover null anywhere in his kit. But card draw speed, damage, cover null is what we want. I'll take more defense, but we'll see. All right, so Blue Fighting Spirit. Applies the following effects to self according to the number of timer counts elapsed from battle start. Oh, it's one of these. 30 counts elapsed, restores health by 15%. Okay. So that's like a mini version of Purple Android 17. Purple 17 restores, I believe it's 30% when 30 counts elapse. All right, so he does get card draw speed, but it's 50 counts. Really? 50 counts for card draw speed. I don't know. It's not... Why'd they do that? All right. Radiant Evolution. The following effects occur every time this character defeats an enemy. Okay, so very rare. He gets his full vanishing gauge. He reduces enemy key by 30. Inflicts enemies with attribute downgrade plus 10% damage received. Sure. It's fine. It's not anything too great. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield if there is a defeated battle member. Restores health by 10%, and then cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Not exactly what we were looking for. He does grab the card draw speed, but it's locked behind 50 counts. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Looking at his kit initially, I will say that I don't think he's going to be more impressive than the Super Saiyan 4 Goku Zenkai. I just don't see it, unfortunately. I mean, this is, I think, besides Red 21, the most recent character to get a Zenkai Awakening. So maybe they were a little bit hesitant to touch him because he was just... His kit is actually not that bad, like just baseline before his Zenkai Awakening, but the combination of his stats not really being that crazy for his Zenkai LF, and then also the fact that his... Like, he didn't really get stuff that we were looking for. Like, he got card draw speed, but it's locked behind timer counts. He got Cover Null, but it's just a 5-second extension of his main ability Cover Null. His defense, he got with the green card effect being permanent, but this wasn't made to be permanent, non-cancelable. So I don't know. I feel like there's more they could have done here to make this guy better. But we will see once we test him out. He could end up looking pretty good. I don't think this character's bad. Like, I don't think he'll end up being bad. I don't think he'll end up being underwhelming, but I think there was more they could have done without him being too good, right? All right, so we got that out of the way. I think there's a few new pieces of equipment we can look at here. What do we got? Let's go to the archive. All right, so first we got this. This is for God Key, just every God Key unit. Strike attack, blast attack, damage to universe reps for 60 counts, and then damage to rival universe for 60 counts. This is awful. Terrible. Again, I will ask once again, why are these time gated to 60 counts? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that equipment is awful, terrible, trash, unusable. All right, what else do we got? Anything down here? Oh, we have a... Oh, hold on. Is that for purple UI Goku? Oh no, it's just for God. Yeah, it's like there's no way they're doing a unique equipment for purple UI Goku because he can't be saved by an equipment at this point. All right, so this is just for all God Key. I guess this is gonna be this should be like the co-op equip, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Special move, ultimate damage, strike attack. So base strike and base blast 12%, and then they get pure 12% strike attack and 12% to pure strike and blast defense, while there are 3 God Key battle members. So in case you guys aren't aware, that this wording is really misleading because it says remaining on here, but these equipment that are worded like this actually work even if you have a dead ally on your team. I don't know why they worded it like this. It actually doesn't work the way that it is worded, and they don't change the wording for some reason. I don't know. I cannot explain why they word it like this. But this is 12% base strike attack and defense, and 12% base strike and blast attack, and then 12% to pure strike and blast defense, assuming you're running a full God Key team. And then it gives special move and ultimate damage as well. I mean, it's not bad. I wouldn't call this crazy. Like, we compare this to where's the 17 equipment? Is it up here? I don't know why they separate it out like this. Where is it? This one right here. We compare it to this. Like, this is giving HP, so it's just automatically better. Otherwise, it's the same exact equipment. Like, this is literally the same thing, except it's just better in every way because it's giving HP instead of special move and ultimate damage. Right? So I don't know. I mean, it's all right. You'll probably find places and characters that want to use that, but it's not as good as that Universe Rep version. All right, and is that it? What the hell is that? What? We have 4 awakened unique equipment. Is that what that is? Wait, what? What even is this? Okay. What's this? Melee type. Strike attack, strike attack, strike attack. Strike defense, strike. So this is 45% strike attack and 30% strike defense on melee type. It's actually not bad. It's pretty basic and it's pretty one-dimensional. But like on a character that doesn't really have a lot of equipment options, this could be pretty decent. I think you're not really going to be using this that often on the characters that have like a lot of equipment to choose from, but yeah, it's actually a nice option. Where does this come from? I'm so confused. Yeah, this is just going to be the same for all the typings, I guess. So blast, 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 blast. Yeah, same exact comments on this one. Interesting. Is this support type or what is this? Defense type. That's a lot of defense. So, oh wait, the first slot is guaranteed to be red. It's only 1 stat. That's really nice for awakened equipment. I'm really glad that they did that. So this is 45% to both base defenses. Okay. And then this is for support. Yeah. So this is 15% HP and 45% to key recovery. How do you get this? What? I'm so... Where did that come from? There wasn't like a... They didn't... There's just no non-awakened versions of those, I guess. It's probably from some kind of new thing. We'll see, though. I'm not really sure how you get these, but they seem like okay secondary options or options for characters that just don't have a lot of choices, is what they seem like to me. So, interesting. Interesting. All right, so let me know what you guys think of the Zenkai 4 Evolution Blue Vegeta, as well as the new equipment we just looked at. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.